2, 1. Hello everyone and welcome to Tonic Live with me, Owain
Bib Cameroni.
There you go. Hello everyone, and Daniel's there in the background as well. Hello everyone. So you joined us this morning, perhaps you did. Well, you've joined us now. Yes, you did, because we're launching the brand new garden party range, and it's available today worldwide. And got Bib Cameron down here from Inverness to show us a little bit more about them. She's a stamper, she's a blogger, she's an Instagram inspiration. So if you
thank you,
if you've seen any of her work before, you'll know colouring and stamping. That's all part of the things that she does. So yeah, we're going to talk through. So this is going to be our critter 35 minutes, let's say, and we're going to go through that and show them in a bit more detail and show just what you can do with them and some techniques to use them with. Okay. Then at 4 p.m. we're going to have the florals, and we're going to use those and go through those and show those with a bit more technique. So yeah, we'll sort of kick it off. We'll have a little look. So we'll show you some of them inspiration maybe a bit closer up. Should we start?
Yeah, we have the stamps here, so people can see how these images look when stamped. So this here is our Celebrate Sentiments stamp set. So you can have a look there at the stamp. And this coordinates with any of the critter stamps. So we have this Celebrate Life stamp set, which is this one here. So you can see the size of the critters. These are more or less 2 inches and a quarter tall. So they are great for different card sizes. You can make small cards, big cards, but you can also use these for 3D items or tags or whatever.
So I think when we first showed the stamp set, they were surprised because Tonic in the past we've done smaller stamp sets than these. But the size of these critters, they can become the center, the focus of your card, as you'll see in the inspiration. They become the center point due to their size, and it gives you plenty of room to color as well. There's plenty of room on there for you to do that, and you can see, yeah, they're designed by Tonya, who is an Instagram artist, and yeah, they're really, really cute. So
and it's a good size because it's not super tiny and it's not super big. So you can color this, and I promise in 3 minutes I'm going to show you how to do this with the Nuvo alcohol markers. Anyone can do it. Owen is going to accept the challenge to color with me today. Dan, do you want to color as well?
I had part one in the crafters retreat. I had a little bit of instruction from, I think, between you and Lou, and it took me a bit forward. So I'm ready to sort of get my black belt now in coloring.
Yeah, so, and this is not something difficult. You know, when people say that I would like to color as you do, it's not about any particular skill. It's about knowing little techniques that will help you to create that little effect in your critters or in your flowers, anything. And it's to use your tools to the best, and it's super simple. It's not difficult. So we have here the farm animals. This is my favorite stamp set.
Yeah.
I really love the cow. It's my favorite. I love the sheep because I live in Scotland, and we have sheep over there, a lot of sheep. So I really like that. The last but not least set is Celebrate Success.
So yeah, the name of all the critters have the title Celebrate, and then the sort of identity of them, and then so you have Celebrate Success is the owl and the raccoon and
the woodland animals.
Yeah, the woodland animals, and then you've got all those sort of academic stuff. So you've got a globe, and you've got a paintbrush, and all that sort of stuff, all that cute stuff with it. Then you have Celebrate Life, which is sort of a birthday set, and you've got cuddly critters there, yeah, really nice sort of cuddly ones, and birthday cakes and all that good stuff. Celebrate Friendship, that's your farmyard one. And that's got your farmyard animals. But yeah, outdoorsy, bright, good for summers and springs and all that sort of stuff. And then Celebrate Sentiments is the final one with all those amazing sentiments.
And we have a bundle of these stamps with a special price on the Tonic shop today. So Owen can tell you about it. And we also have a blog hub today. It's a little bit delayed because we have people from Australia and from Europe, and I think they are a little bit confused about the hour, because in the UK summer you change the hour one hour behind.
I think BST for all you UK people, that has thrown them. So daylight savings time. So our blog hub was meant to all go live at 1. It was meant to go. I was ready. It was ready to go. I was awake. I was excited. This is my first blog hub. But some of the posters I think are waiting until 2. So you should see. They should all have them on their blogs now. But after this post, we'll make sure they all link up and go correctly. So you don't need to hop yet, but you can hop well into the evening, and then tomorrow you got another hop to do all that wonderful stuff. And the bundles, so there's bundles on the shop. You can get all the critters together, or you can get all the florals together. You can also get everything in one, and there's discounted price. So on the smaller bundles, there's 17% off, and then you got 20% off for that larger bundle. But there's an additional discount if you use one of the codes which are on the bloggers. So the bloggers, all their posts that they're doing with this launch will have a little code in there, and it will say BB15, or it'll say whatever it'll say.
Oh, there is a link as well. It says click here and you will get 15% off at the checkout. It's automatic, so you don't have to do anything else. All you have to do is to find the link and click in that link. So these bloggers get a small commission at no extra cost to you. So that's kind of a nice thing to do for the bloggers.
That's how it works. So if someone inspires you, then you can give them a little bit of commission then on that. So that's all happening. Bibi's going to take us away now, and we'll talk through one card that you're gonna make, and any questions.
We're going to make 2 cards. Well,
I don't know. I thought we'd surprise them, like under promise, over deliver, But then, if you have any questions or anything about that, we'll ask what she doesn't like to be called an expert. The answers, all right. So lots of lovely people on the comments. Thank you so much as well for your support, everyone, and as always, lots of lovely people. So we'll go through all those.
Okay, so I'm going to share with you all my tips, my stamping tips. Those are little things that I do the whole time, and they help me to succeed. We are passionate about this stuff, and sometimes we say, why this is not working? This is not working. And it's not really that it's not working. It's because we, as I said before, we need little silly tips, nothing difficult. So this stamping platform, I found that it's amazing. If I use a piece of craft foam, I have a white one here. I could not get a black one. So I'm going to cut it just to the size of the stamping platform. This is a Tim Holtz travel platform, so it's the small size. If I'm going to use, for example, to use this big stamp set, I cannot use it because it's too tiny. So we need the larger platform. But for the things we are going for the critters, it's okay. So I'm going to cut this foam at 6.5 inches, more or less, by 6.5 inches. And it's just.
Can you open the door, Dan? Just so
it's so hot here.
Even if the noise is bad, it's worth it to just.
I'm melting.
I think it's just like. I think Bibi she will melt by the end. She's like a
I become a Highlander. I'm from Colombia. Okay, I'm from Colombia, and it's a hot country. But
Wales is done.
Oh my goodness, it's so hot. I was like with my hair all crazy, and well, that's me.
It's a microclimate here.
I'm like roasting. So so we are going to stamp one little critter. Which critter they want me to try?
So just
let me know
which sort of the critter that you'd like, and we'll start that off. What type of card should you use for stamping? So let's say what are the properties of a card that's good for stamping?
Depending the coloring tools I'm going to use. Okay, I use smooth paper, Craft Perfect, ultra smooth, Craft Perfect, paper cardstock. This is special to color with alcohol markers. It's really good. If I'm going to use water-based tools, I use watercolor paper, or I use a paper. I will show you that at 4 because we are going to be doing some watercolor at 4. But today, this Facebook Live is all about alcohol markers. So this paper, I highly recommend it to use with the markers. If you have another paper, you say, we can save a little bit in that paper, but at the end of the day, it's a really bad paper to do that. So the colors, the pen doesn't blend like it should blend. And I will show you the magic of these pens. So I'm going to cut just a little piece of paper here. I should have it ready.
And the products that we're using today, there are bundles available on the website. So there's cardstock there on there. Is that a sound we're meant to be?
This sound?
That is the sound, is it?
That sound means that this is good paper. It's thick. It's not like, it's different. Like I know Owain is not.
Is this going to be like sweeping the nation where people are just just tapping the cardstock?
When you have thank you. When you have
I'm looking. Oh yeah. Oh, I can hear. In a blind test, you could tell a good cardstock.
Of course, yes. Close your eyes and tell me which. Look, this is.
Yeah, that's the thinner one. Oh, maybe I've got the gift.
Yeah,
maybe
I've got the gift. Yeah, this paper is done it's coated with a smooth finish. So it's perfect to do some ink blending. I just need a little piece of cardstock here. I normally use the very last piece of this cardstock for everything. So I'm going to place it just there. And another tip is when you are using brand new stamps, you can be my assistant today. When you are using new stamps, I will like to find the stamps. Oh, yeah.
There you go.
There you go. Please find the stamps first. So what stamp they want me to use?
They're happy with whichever one you do.
Seriously, there's nobody
Yeah.
saying which one they want to use.
They just like. They
There,
love
which
them all.
one? Which one do you want? Like
Owain's choice.
I'll choose.
the pig?
Yeah, the pig actually. Yeah,
The pig is
I
nice.
just had a donut, so I feel
Diane,
an affinity.
Diane on YouTube wants the pig.
You want
I'm
the
going
pig,
to eat
there
a
you go,
donut. I have
Diane,
been
it's
eating
yours.
like crazy. Jesus, it's just crafting made you hungry. No?
You know, it makes me angry. A little angry.
Sorry. How's it? Both.
Yeah, it makes you
Sometimes.
both.
So the stamps are very sticky when you just take them out of the package, right? So it could happen if you don't put the magnets. Just I want to show you something. You put the magnet. Well, this is very cool because it's not sticky.
Yeah.
But normally, it will stick to the cardstock, right? And if you are placing the paper, for example, here, and then you have the stamp there, it's a silly thing that you might know.
A new stamp on a platform. It looks as if it's got a good feeling to it.
No, the thing is, if you need to stamp again in the same position, you cannot make it because
Yeah, because you haven't done.
So you need to make sure to use your magnets. And the magnets, some stamps are really stubborn, so you have to put the magnets really close to the stamp, right? So the paper is not going to move, it's going to stay there forever, and you can do your stamping with no problem. So another ink I really love to do this is the Nuvo hybrid
Shadow,
ink, the
yeah.
black shadow. The only thing is just I would like this ink to be darker, but it's really beautiful to use with any coloring tool you have. It's a hybrid ink, so you can use it with watercolors or with markers, and it doesn't bleed or doesn't. It just works nice. So this is a good thing to have, and it's not that expensive. So all we have to do is just to ink up the stamp. Some people like to prime the stamps because they come with some oils.
What does so? We might have some people watching today who are brand new to stamping and don't know. So priming your stamps, what would that mean to do that?
It means just to get them ready to work, like when you prime your wall before painting.
What would it mean to prime? If I was to prime it, what would I be doing?
You just need to ink it a little bit and do some stamping.
Oh,
But
okay,
this,
so give us a test.
so the first image is not going to be so bright because it has some oils. The stamp has some oils.
Yeah.
Some people use an eraser, like a sun eraser, and go over the image. I really don't find that necessary. I just stamp a couple of times, like I'm going to do here, and that will be all you need to do. So I'm going to stamp twice. I like to stamp 3 times. That's like a mental thing I have. I have to be 3 times. So to have it really black and nice. So there you go.
Lovely
I have
crisp, yeah.
lovely crisp image. It's not like you can see the whole peak there, yeah, right? And another thing, other little step, I like to put my stamping platform like this, so I don't ink the
Yeah.
foam. What happens if the foam gets ink there? When I place my other card on top, it will stain on the back. And sometimes, if it's the card base, it's not a good thing. But
Good tip. Can we get something on the bottom of the screen to go?
it happens to me the whole time when I'm
Great
making
tip.
cards. Trust me. So where is the heat tool? Oh, here.
Oh, there it is.
So these inks are supposed to be heat set. So if you use this ink in fabric, you can stamp this little critter on fabric, for example, and make a little woody bag for children. And you can also color on fabric with the markers, with the alcohol markers. So I recommend to heat this up a little bit.
So Pamela asks you, she says, so the ink you use won't bleed if you colour it in.
No, I will show you. If you use this one, there is another ink called Memento. I don't know if that's
Yeah,
right
I know.
English, but there is an ink called Memento which is designed to work with alcohol markers. However, that ink doesn't work with water-based marker. So if you use Memento and you want to color that, it will bleed horrible. So it's better to use this one because this one works with both of
There
them.
you go.
You have in one ink the 2 solutions. The ink is important, so check out behind the ink pads. I don't know if you can make a zoom here. Behind the ink pads normally says
How we-
ideal
so-
to use with water-based and
yeah.
alcohol pens.
So yeah, it'll give you
You
the
don't have to read
advice
it.
on there, and ours, I say water-based pens.
So normally the ink pads behind it says what they are for. So I hit set these a little bit, and I have no critters here stamped for one.
I think
So they got lost.
I had them. But
Where
have you moved them?
it's just the
I thought it was those. There.
No, these are already color. So I just want you to color so they can see that color
Oh,
is easy.
yeah.
I will stamp another one. Let's stamp another.
on, stamp another.
Let's stamp another big.
For the baby
Oh,
to
you-
have.
Yeah, let's stamp another one really quick.
I'll be getting. So yeah, Pamela. So if you're new to stamping, some of you will be experienced stampers, and I'll be joining Tonic Studios because we haven't had too many stamps in the past, but we've worked like tirelessly over the last few months. Feels like most of the early start of the year to get arranged together where we're super happy and yeah, there's something like totally new. So you can expect ranges from Tonic Studios with stamps in these clean, awesome designs. Hopefully more regularly now from us. So yeah, lots to look forward to. Love the new ink pads. Yeah, Pamela saying she's looking to getting those. But yeah, any questions for if you are absolutely brand new to stamping, you never tried it before. What are the questions that it's hard to know sometimes if you've already been an experienced stamper, it's not always easy to think back and answer the question. So you need to give us some of those questions that you have no idea just to where to begin, like how much pressure to apply, that kind of thing. Like how much pressure do you apply to?
You can apply as many pressure as you want.
So you
Because
can't,
this is stamping platform,
overpress.
you cannot overpress. I was telling these guys this morning that once I stood on top of the platform, I really did it. I don't know, just like silly things like that. I just wanted. It was the test. It was a tester.
It was a crazy summer. Everyone
It was a
everyone
tester. It
was
wasn't
doing
working.
weird. Everyone was doing strange
And
stuff.
I still have it, and I found that this has. You see this kind of. I don't know if you can see it there. It has an edge, a plastic edge here. You see
Yeah.
it? So that will stop the platform to go super low.
So yeah, it'll
Because
go
if you do a lot of pressure, what happen? It's not happening with this. It's not going to happen. But normally, when you have a stamping block and you stamp and you go and do all the pressure, the lines go blush like explosion of ink.
Yeah.
That's not nice. And then if it's a sentiment and it's a tiny narrow line, it's not going to look nice.
Cool.
So the platform is one of my favorite tools. It's not because it's Tonic. I really use it. It's a have to have. I asked them, bring me a stamping platform. I'm not doing this.
Yeah. It would have been a bit late and
Wow,
quite
better.
awkward if you had to stop. But
We have in this something I did is a color swatch, right? This is what I have in my house, like the colors I have, so I can see which kind of pink I want to apply to the little piggies. I can use also skin tones because it's a kind of pinky color, or orange or something like that. I'm going to use. You can use this kind of colors here, like orangey and this one.
Okay.
Although pink is really nice, but I don't have one here. It's fine. Let's use what we have. You have to learn to use what you have at home and make it work.
Missy asked, does the noodle stain the stamps? So do stamps get?
No. Look at this. Do we have the stamping cleaner?
We do over there. So
Well, a wipe.
I do have some.
A wipe. That's a minimum.
I've got the stamping cleaners.
We are
down
running out of supplies here. Trust me.
I've got some here. All right, here's some stamping cleaner here.
Well, you can use the stamping cleaner, and this stamp is going to look like brand new every time you use it. But we need the stamping pad to clean it as well.
Stamping pad is over there too. I'll have to. Oh wait.
But if you don't have anything, you can use a wipe, baby wipe.
Thanks.
And
I'm,
inks will
I'm
come.
so glad you told me you'd need all this before we started.
I told you, but he didn't listen.
He did.
I was probably looking for things today, and I'm sweating. I don't want to put ink on my face.
But yeah.
So well, yes, it will not. If the other thing is, if this stain your clothes, it will stain your clothes because this is designed to stamp on fabric and it's not washable. Okay, it's a permanent ink. But it will come off from the stamp. I really wanted to show you that. I can show you that in the afternoon, maybe, when we have.
We'll show them later.
So to cover these, you just need any of these bundles of markers. They come in a pack of 3, and you will see a number. So it says 473, 475, and 477, right? The the larger or the biggest the number is, the darker the shade is. So that's all you need to know. If I have a 477, this is darker than the 473. And we are starting for the darker shade. Even when in the look, see the leg of the marker, this one look darker. Let's do it as this. Doesn't affect anything. Let me see something. You can make a test as well.
Because you're going to cut them out anyway, so you can use your side panel as a test.
This one needs a replacement. Let me see. We have to use that one.
You got a little bit. It's got a little mark on the side as well, so it's got a little sticker to tell you.
This is very light.
Which ones they are. So we'll get these.
Let's use then, or the fragrant orange then. This one.
Yeah.
This one. Let's use this one. Okay. This one here. So we have here the three different colors. We are going to use the darker color in this. Let's ignore the number thing because some people get confused about the numbers. This has a security. This is security, maximum security to open.
Yeah, I know. Maximum security sticker. If there's
I like to use things that are used, like people have used them. And in my house, what I do is I just grab the markers. The same.
These are the markers which were in the bundle video, which you may have seen earlier with. So celebrities. These are the bundle advert from earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Those are those markers. I know. Wow. Shock.
Amazing.
I assume she hasn't seen it.
Okay, so the thing is, we are going to find the darker shade. Let's find the darker shade. So we have 3 different colors here. 1, 2. This one is more like 3. They are very similar in color. Can you show that very close, Daniel? Because they really need to see how this blend and how this work. They need to very close. Can you do a close up? Because what Owen and I want to do kind of key to see. Okay. So all you have to do here when you are going to color a critter, this is start counting the minutes. Is to go lightly over the edge. I'm kind of nervous, so I'm coloring like. But it's fine. It doesn't matter. This is proof that it doesn't matter if you are nervous or no, or you worry about anything. This
you
is
won't
good.
be on a live stream on Facebook unless you've chosen to be.
Oh, they force me.
You usually don't show your face, do you?
I don't like to show. Like I normally, it's kind of
mystery crafter.
yes.
And it doesn't, and because you're going to cut this out, you can
go
outside.
you can go outside of the. I normally don't go outside of the edges, but you can totally go outside. You can just do the same with the larger. Just go around the edges, or whatever you want to lay.
Which tip do you use? Do you use
I use the tiny one, or you can use the broad tip if you want.
So I'm just going around the edge.
Yes, you go around the edge, not the whole thing. Just where you want to lay down the shadows, because the image has some shadows. Then I'm going to use the next shade, and I'm going to start kind of blending and moving my pen like to blend that dark ink towards the center of the image, just like that. Look.
Is there any sort of rule with the shadows, like where you?
No, you lay your shadows wherever you think they are nice. But normally, if I have these little ears here, I'm not sure if you can show that properly there, very close. When you have these little ears, where a shadow should go, like underneath the ear, like. Another thing, I made a video and I said, whenever you find a V shape, like fill it in the V shape with the darker thing. So you see one here, you see one in the shoulders. So fill it in with darker colors and then come and blend with a lighter shade. So this should blend. Don't worry about anything, just go crazy. Color over.
That's it. Like Missy asking, are there dies to cut? These images don't have dies going with them. You fussy cut them is the term. When you say fussy cut, that's just cut with the scissors.
And we are going to do that. It's very easy. Those images are very simple lines, so it's super easy to cut. Even the tiny ones. I was kind of saying, I was a little bit worried before the live because I say we have a lot of things to cut.
Yeah.
But I see it in like 5 minutes. I fussy cut a bunch of them that I have here, so it's not really time consuming. And
that's it. It may be like the with super future launches that there may be dies, but with these they are that's it. You just get your stamps with them. They're purely stamps and for you to cut out and use them as you wish then.
Yeah, so you will see there that you will see all the patchiness, and you still see the lines. You can start blending. Don't
So where's
try
my blend?
to work.
Which one's my blender?
The
This one.
387.
So what have I got to do? Just go inside.
Just
that
go
one?
all over. Try to blend these. Try to blend these
Do I go over the dark a bit?
over the dark a bit in circles, so you can kind of blend that, and you will still be able to see the darker area there. It's fine. It's totally fine. This is the second step. The third thing you have to do is to grab your super ultra light shadow that I don't know where it is now.
What you don't know?
Well, just use a skin tone or whatever light shadows.
Oh wait, you would have a shadow under his neck, wouldn't you? You would have a
Maybe
shadow.
the gray. That happens when I'm crafting. It's another thing. I'm alone, and I have all my mess around, and I know exactly where is everything. And this is a different craft room, so it's like cooking in a different kitchen. Like you don't know where things are. It's so hard. But anyway, I'm going to use a blender pen as well here,
Loving it.
or a super lighted color. It could be something really light here, and we are going to pass over the whole thing. Can you see that? No, this. I think this piece of papercraft here is another paper.
So that's it. So darker outside, slightly lighter inside, and then you keep going lighter towards the center.
Yeah, and that's that. And the color should blend nicely. I think this is a new pen, and new pens normally has a lot of ink. That's okay.
Okay.
I'm trying to use a lighter color to blend this out nicely.
So,
because
this
it's
one,
blending
I
like
do it
crazy.
again, like going inside.
Look, you can use another color to start blending that. So you will get like kind of shadows in light areas, and I will advise to use, the brand new paints. They have a lot of ink on it, so it's better when you use them more often. They will just start kind of having the right amount of ink on the tip. It's something I just noticed because in my house I have no problem, like no problem at all with the paints. So you just need to go all over the image. Go all over the image. Now we need a pink color that I don't have. Go over the image with this one.
Do you want this one?
Yeah, I need a pinky one for the cheeks. Oh.
Oh, we got lots of.
We have
There's
these
lots of
colors.
bundles to go with them. So all the pens we're using now, they got bundles to go with, like critter bundles for pens and things like that to go along with them.
I like to use a pale pink to do this, but I have I don't have all the colors here. So let's use
When you go
a darker color.
when you go over one color with another color, does it affect the pen which has gone over the color?
No,
Do
it
you need to
doesn't.
wash?
It doesn't affect the pen at all. It will affect your image,
Yeah,
but it won't affect the pen.
so the pen is not going to have a bit of that color on
No, you can go and
because it should have dried.
no, it won't affect.
No,
The pen
so
don't
say
affect anything.
so say me going over this pink now. That's not going to be
Actually,
a bit of pink on it.
you have to go over the pink to blend it.
Yeah,
you
I
need
know,
to
but
go
it's
over.
not going to go any on. It's not going to be any on this.
No,
It needs to be
no
fine.
at all. No problem at all. You just can go like
Cool.
no problem. So I'm looking for a pink color. You can use any pink marker you have to add color to the cheeks. I don't know if this is the right color. It's kind of a super hot pink. Yeah. Just adding a little bit of color there, just no big deal. I can add some of this pink as
I
well
want to do
here.
his trotters. Can I do his trotters?
You are not blending the whole thing, so you are doing the colors. That's another thing. You have to go all over the image with the lighted shade, just to achieve the blending.
Okay, right. So my lighter one again, like so now
You can go with your lighted color as many times as you want.
have to create.
I'm going
that,
all over. Look, I'm
that
going all
color
over.
gradient. So
All
you
over.
shouldn't have thick, solid lines. They should be.
Yeah, you have to try to soften them out, like blend them. We are over more than 3 minutes, but
There
it's
you
not.
go.
It's not.
I'm loving it. I think so.
Okay, you can just add the cheeks.
Don't backseat color, right? Leave me.
Back
let me
up.
do- Let me do. Yeah, loving it. Yeah, I'm well pleased with mine on there. I'll go on the top. It's all right, Dan.
Looking good.
Yeah.
But it's blur. It's blur.
It's one of those things that you don't. You never actually probably taught the color. Like it's not something. It's something. Let's get rid of history and let's just start. You should have color in. Bang in the middle. GCSE A level.
Is that what art is though?
Where's the lid of this?
Kind
It's
of.
important
I
to
didn't
put
do enough colouring in art either.
something super important is to put the lid back on the pen and make sure that the pen is closed or is locked, because if not, it will dry. That happened with one of the pens there. It dries because it wasn't properly sealed. So all we have to do here is to fussy cut this, and I like to use these scissors because they are super sharp and super easy to fussy cut with this. And all we have to do, we can also color the little pig hoops.
Yeah, you can do the little wiggly tail and just draw it however you want. Pamela says it's 11 at night, but tomorrow I'm going to start colouring in like this. You make it look so easy.
It's easy,
Thank
you know.
you, Pamela.
Pam, honestly, it's easy. The only thing is, I notice now that the pens are really inky. So I achieve soft with my old pens. I will recommend for Facebook Live to use products.
So,
because when it's brand new, it's very juicy. Even the ink is super extra
So someone
juicy.
says, like, what kind of markers are they?
Look at the color. It's an alcohol
The
marker.
the Nouveau alcohol marker is available on the Tonic shop if you're interested. And someone asked, do you need special paper for the markers? So we said, ultra smooth card.
A smooth cardstock.
We'll do it for you.
Yeah. Another thing is, if you see here, can you show this? I did this with the markers I have at home. When the ink dries, maybe in 1 hour, completely dry, it will smooth. So sometimes you kind of ink and the paper start like bleeding in the back, right? You can see the bleeding in the back of the paper. That's totally fine. That's how it's supposed to be. So you see the shapes behind the paper. That's how it should be. They are smooth, but I noticed the difference with brand new pens. They are very, very inky, very juicy, and it's better to work with used stuff. I like sometimes when you are cooking, you like that old pan.
Yeah,
you want the old pan. I wanted my old
trainers, you wear them in. A lot of neat things like that. You've got to get used to them.
So another thing, we can use any color pencils you have. I have watercolor pencils here to add some extra to the image, which is key. Sometimes we have the project there and we say, okay, let's add a little bit. Just a little bit of color. So we can use a red pencil or any pencil we have, and we can just go and add some shadows with the pencil. I have this watercolor pencil here. You can use anything you have in your house.
They are alcohol based, the pens.
The pens are alcohol based, and this is just a watercolor pencil. You can use anything you have at hand as well. And with these pencils, if you have a water brush, we have a water brush here. Just wait. Mira cuál es hoy. And then you can also do some watercolor over the alcohol ink, like trying to add some kind of nice effects to the images. But this, again, super juicy. I need a kitchen towel. There is no kitchen towel.
Just use my shirt.
Yeah, we need some kind of.
That's it. Really fun to do. So if your family, if you want to stamp out some designs and color them together, you can do that. And the occasions, the celebration collection's got you covered on loads of, from school to birthdays to, anything, summertime, sort of those kind of events.
Can I tell them something about Christmas?
Yes, you may.
Can I leak some information?
Probably not, right?
No.
No?
No, not officially.
It's not a very Tonic thing to do.
No, okay, we have a surprise for you. That's cool. It's cool about these stamps for Christmas, but okay, I can't say it.
Right, then, sorry.
I'm not allowed to say it. Okay, just when I'm fussy cutting this, I cut the little, how do you call the tail of the little pig? It's not necessary to just go around the tail because it's tiny. Just see, you just won't notice that. And then I just totally go.
Sue, you already know about it. So don't play that, Sue. You already knew back in 2016.
Something that I didn't understood before when I started crafting, because I craft since I was a little girl. But when I came to live in the UK, I was so bored in my house. Like I was like a housewife with nothing to do but looking after the children in another country. I used to work like a workaholic in PR and marketing and advertisement in my country, and I came here and I was like, what am I going to do in my life? And then I started doing stuff, and I sold on eBay. I saw eBay. eBay was a new thing. And then for Christmas, I started making handmade tags, and I make a super silly design, and I say, I'm going to put it there to see if someone buy this. And I sold 12 1,000 of those tags. And I was like top eBay rated seller, everybody happy with 100% feedback. And I said, this is a business. Papercraft is a business. So many people do it because it's something to enjoy the time, because I start for that reason. And many people do it because it's a kind of way to get money as well. You can also sell your cards. You can also make things to sell. Some people like the idea. Some other people just want to enjoy. So
that's it. So, and what a great way to, if there's something that you really enjoy, and then you can sell them and someone else appreciates them too.
I know many people say, no, that's not for me. But I did it, and that's how I then started exploring the papercraft industry. And then I just made my blog and I started sharing stuff, and then my YouTube channel, and one thing took me to here.
I think that,
I'm here today.
And that's it. It's like it's not everyone's thing. Like crafting is not everyone's thing. I know, you can say that crafting for but I recommend everyone gives it a go, because that sort of therapeutic nature of it, and colouring, and I think and just spending some time with yourself, which isn't maybe on your phone or whatever it is, and just kind of creating something. There's not many opportunities you get to create something, in a day-to-day basis. So this is
it's just to pass your time in something productive, like taking your brain out of problems and stuff, and just when I'm crafting, I totally lose the track of time. So you might think that my 2-3 minutes were like 15. So I say to Owain and Dan, please let me know what time is it, because I really lose
like
the track of time.
being in the moment.
Yeah. So you see here my two little pigs. You will notice the difference.
You're gonna have 3 little pigs in a minute.
This one looks smooth and
it's not a threat.
Lighter. I use another shade of colors for this one. That one more skin tones. Can you see that, Dan? So this one will use more skin tones, and you can see that you don't see that like the seams between the colors. You don't see it. So that's what we try to achieve there. But it's just there you go. So this one was made at home. I was alone listening to my favorite music, and this one here with all the pressure, the lights, and the heat, which is different. This affects considerable my crafting, I think. It's just so weird.
You haven't done too many Facebook Lives, have you?
I have done 2, and this is my.
Me and Dan, we're all pros at this.
Every day, yeah, I know. He said, I'm going to chill out. It's the Facebook Live, baby, don't worry. And I said, yes, I'm the one with
Don't
working.
make it like. I think this isn't. That's all scripted. This.
The scripted.
Do you think I make this stuff up?
There's an auto cue behind it.
There's an auto cue, and I'm just reading this. I'm reading this now.
Goodness.
This bit's scripted too.
We have a teleprompter.
Yeah, we have a teleprompter, and it's just said there's a teleprompter on it.
The teleprompter, BB prompter.
BB prompter, that's it.
So, okay, so you can also use any pen to add color to the little image. So you can play with this as much as you want and do whatever you want with these images. What is super fun, and I said in the video, is that they come with clothes, little outfits. I'm trying to get rid of the mess here. I don't know, when you are crafting, you start like a clean space, and then you end up mountains of things around. I'm like that. I'm very messy craft there, but it's a happy activity. So I bring all these little images here from this stamp set, and one can choose the outfit. You can choose any outfit. Pumpkin. That's not the outfit. Are you going to put up?
You could have it as like a pumpkin little outfit or something.
Took the top off.
The top off, yeah. It could be like a Halloween. Could be a Halloween.
Yeah,
theme.
yes, because when we were designing the
you thought of that too, did you?
I thought about it. I really did. It was because we were launching this near October. We planning Halloween, and we didn't want to go and marry with Halloween. But you can use this for Halloween. And, well, you can manage a way to say Happy Halloween later on with Tonic dies as well.
I wanted to have like the denim shorts.
Yeah, you can, of course. You can get, I like this hat. So I want to put this hat because it's super cool. Yeah. Perfect for this weather.
Yeah, it's perfect for this.
So we can also fussy cut the shoes, to be honest. I think that's extreme. Naked is nice, but I will put this hat and this. You can dress your critter.
I'm going to dress him up.
You can make girls as well. It could be a girl, it could be a boy, as I said. But
yeah, denim shorts are for everyone wears denim shorts.
Do you want me to make
Where's your clue?
to cut one of the girls' dresses?
Oh, so, no, it's
With
all right.
glue. Where is the glue?
I'll have that, and I'll have a.
Where is the glue? Ah, no, this is from another set.
And I'll have a bow.
These outfits here are from Celebrate Life stamp set, but we can use the dress. This is ready to go.
Where's your glue, baby?
It's a good question.
I'll go find him.
The problem is that they have some very amazing dry glue bottles here. They don't put the lead, so I was trying to look for a glue bottle, and all are dry. Oh my goodness. Crafter life. Huh?
Okay. So. Yeah.
So if this is very easy to cut. It's like the dress is like really easy. And I highly recommend these scissors. They're cool. So let's do a gear. We can do a gear. I already got ink. I don't know where the ink come from. That gear with that hat, no. Need a bow.
I got the bow.
You got the bow? Oh, yes. That's the trouser for a guy.
No, but that's you can wear trousers like that if you're a girl. It's not.
You can put this to your critter there. Is that
okay? You have your bow back then.
It's a big. How do you say cowboy? But it's
a cowboy. Oh, like
boy.
a neckerchief. A neckerchief. Yeah, go on. I'll have.
Let's make a gear here. So yes, we planned this release was to have some fun doing these kind of silly things, like dress them up, change the outfits, and you can make a card in time record with this. Like, I like the hat. Maybe the chip can wear the hat.
A good thing to do with kids as well.
Yeah, really fun.
For kids, my children love it. Yeah. They were proven by my children love it.
Oinkenberg, there you go, there he is.
I need to put this hat in somewhere. Someone. This is your hat.
He's in charge of proof.
He is.
Yeah. So okay, we have this, and
he does.
So let's put a card together. I need just panel for the card, and I will like to use also the Craft Perfect cardstock. I have here, when I do my cards, I use these card bases. I buy them on Hobbycraft, and this is not cardstock to color. It's not. If you try to color on this, it will be like patchy everywhere. So it's not ideal cardstock for that. But what you can do is to create a panel using this. Let's make a small card. I like small cards. I know you like huge cards. Do you like big cards?
I like bigger cards. Dan likes small cards as well. It's a bit of both.
I like, you can do cards as big as you want.
Yeah, whichever size you want.
I will make a small card, like the cards you can, like the postcards you find in a shop. Like,
yeah.
Like postcard. This is, what is the guillotine? The guillotine. The cutter, the trimmer.
Oh, yeah.
The maxi, how do you call it?
Guillotine.
Guillotine. Okay, in Spanish it's guillotina. Guillotina. Without the accent. So I'm going to cut a standard American card base, or card size, which is 5.5 inches by 4.25 inches. You can do this any size you want. And I'm going to do a super, super simple background. I want to use stencils. Can I use stencils?
You can use.
Can you open this for me, please? This is kind of security, maximum security. And I have the stencils. I think the stencils are in that.
Good night, Pamela. Pamela's leaving us. She's going to bed. That's all right. We'll catch you later. We're probably on as well past your bedtime. We're back at 4 p.m.
Inside the back. No, in the that.
Don't go in that zip.
That one, the plastic envelope. The big one, yeah. That. Sorry. We have supplies everywhere here, and because I have to travel yesterday, and we have very little time to organize things. I apologize for not having everything like at hand. So I'm going to use a stencil. This is you can create this yourself. Like you can use a piece of cardstock and just cut the shape. But I really find this one super cool because it creates a really nice effect on the paper. So I'm going to use this. Let's use pink. I really like pink. Sorry.
Because we usually think of like stencils as the gaps, but you can also use it as a line or.
You can use this. I will show you what you can do with the hybrid inks as well. This is a tiny hybrid ink, and this is our paper. I feel this paper has kind of a smooth side, and the other one is not that smooth. So that And then can you please make a close up just like. So all we have to do here, and it's still super juicy impact. Oh my goodness. Super juicy. So I'm going to put a lot.
Sorry, our ink pads are so full of juice, Vivi.
I should think about the juiciness. This is just, we can use the power of the ink at this stage. So what we are going to do is to build up as a background just for a simple card, like super simple to do. So you create like the shape, we rotate the stencil, and I hope this to be less juicy at this stage. So you saw that all the ink I put first, and it's super bright, and I really didn't want that, but it's fine. Then you go like that, then you turn it around, make sure that doesn't have a bunch of ink, like smoosh it out. And
so
then
you want to go lighter.
You want to go lighter, yeah. You don't want a lot of ink there, but this, next time I have to pay excess of equipage. How to say that? I have to bring a huge bag with my stuff.
Pay for the excess luggage.
Exactly. So you just can build like a little background for your card using stencils like this. I just want to be very light there. Say there.
Beautiful, yeah.
Like having there, like something simple, and then you can just add your critters with the dress that is not properly blue. You can add your critters. Yeah, and then you can create loads of cards. Like you can also add fence. You can start laying down your elements for that card. You can put another one, maybe picking behind the fence. I don't know. It's a thing of playing with them. You can add so many images in this stamp set. How many stamps in this stamp? It is 30. How many stamps we have there? We have. Can you say the number, please?
Yeah, 37.
37 stamps. So 37 things. You can add a little frog, whatever you want to add there, and the sentiment can go here or at the bottom. So the first thing to do is just to play with the colors, coloring your images, and then do something silly for the background. And then you can have things like this, for example. Like we have more samples. Can we show all the samples for this? So this has been adhered using dimensional pads. Try to get rid of all this. Yeah. So we have so many pieces. Yeah, I have a BE as well.
There you go. Yeah. Exactly.
So, Dan, where is the right way to put it? Okay. So this is one of the samples that you can create with this same stamp set. There is some more. Can you?
Yeah. What type of thing we looking for?
With the farm animals, we have here another sample. This is just with the chip, and there's the banner using one of these sentiments. So that's another thing. You can hit emboss this large banner, and you can inside the banner stamp any of the sentiments as well. So that's what I did in this sample, and I also did that in this one. And if you want to go a little bit more playful, you can also add some, how do you call this, wobbling eyes, like
googly eyes.
So this is another card. You can also use dies or die cuts or die cut backgrounds. I use here a die by Tonic to create this. Just a texture in the background. For this one here, for this heart, I use a stencil, and I just ink it. I use the same Dover and ink, and I just went over the stencil, and I just stick two of those chips there. That's all I did. This one here have little, I'm showing it right here. This one here has two little cows. So I tried also to make samples showing different critters in one stamp set that I have to work with. But the possibilities are endless.
Yeah, so much to do. So yeah, that is kind of our...
We have more samples to share.
Yeah, we can show them. We can put them on the blog.
Well, whatever, yeah.
Or you can continue to show.
I wanted to show all the samples.
Don't let me break your rhythm. I know you said you wanted 35 minutes. Did you 35 minutes and we're about
an hour 15?
50-ish.
See? I just lose the track.
We were lost. And that's what stamping does, crafting does. It just takes you away. Like
You are
Phoebe said
counting
to warn us, I had no we didn't give a signal word for me to think. I should have said
you're counting
pomegranate, like something like that. So you would have known what.
You can say 1 hour, BB.
1 hour, BB.
Yeah. Well, we can share the samples these samples are all in the hub today. They should be in the hub and also on the website. But there are so many possibilities,
awesome.
like many different things you can do. But all start by coloring your critters, and then you can just laying them down, making something simple for the background, adding some die cuts. Then you will be done. It's really the part is taking more time to create the card is coloring, but you can do that in front of the TV when you're watching TV or. That's what I do.
You're not in the sun, out in your garden.
In the sun, I don't want to say sun anymore.
You don't want to. You've had enough of Welsh sun. No, said no one ever.
No matter. It's super hot here, really.
So thank you so much everyone for joining us. This is the first live of 2 this afternoon that we've got. I'm going to show you the florals next at 4 p.m. We're going to have more awesome tips. Yeah, I've learned.
Did you learn to color?
I did. I learned to color and the background stuff. I really like that. Awesome. So if you want to get these critters, then they are available on the Tonic websites, UK and USA. And if you go on the blog and you click through the blog links, you'll see lots of posts by lots of people. We'll have little codes there to give you 15% off should you want to use them. So there's all that for you on there. And we've got lots more to come. Not just later today, but throughout the month and 2019, so and beyond and into the future. So have a great day everyone. We'll catch us at 4 p.m. again for me and Baby for our final show of the day. But until then, join the blog hop in probably about 20 minutes. See you soon everyone. Bye.
20 minutes. Bye.